What a beautiful day, beautiful weather. Just great. It's 75 degrees in February. Oh, life's good. Life's good. Let's get cracking. What's up, everybody? This is lugnuts.guapo coming at you from ding ding Maverick Harley-Davidson, and this is a Gswt, also known as a SREET 750. And a lot of people either don't like him, hate him, call him all kinds of names, except a Harley. To each their own, right? But there's something a little spectacular about this particular one. It's one of our used ones that we got in on trade. It was actually ridden by a motorcycle club member, like a hardcore motorcycle club. And if you're laughing right now in disbelief, it's because you know that this is not typical. Usually it's, baggers or Dynas, even Softails, but you don't usually see Sportsters or streets. And if you also know how much motorcycle club riders ride, you're probably guessing how many miles this thing has. And this is for sure the ones that I've been on that has the most, and that will be dun 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 dun, drum roll please, 16,880 miles. This guy rode this thing a lot. And a lot of people think that these things are not reliable, that they're just no fun, that there's no power. That's not necessarily true. Even though the first generation did have its issues, they're just not like that anymore. And again, this is an awesome bike to learn on. You can beat the tar out of it. There's a reason why Maverick and Longhorn Harley-Davidson have these as riding academy bikes. And you know why that is? Because this little motor is much like the VROD motor, which was very, very reliable, liquid cooled, and has a 6-speed transmission, so you can actually get on the highway with this thing, as the previous owner did quite a bit. So let's get rolling, shall we? I didn't really have time to make a little intro video, so this shall do. Oh yeah, that band said hi, and it's rowdy. Oh man, this thing is so light. It's almost kind of scary how light it is, to be quite frank, cause I'm so used to big baggers or Dynas or any kind of touring bike. Yeah, there's no what's it called? There's no tachometer on this thing, so I have no idea where the limit is. But if you have ever been on a VROD, you know that those things go up to 9,000 RPM, and guess what? This is right up there. So it's a very little stout, impressive little motor, and you can get on the highway no problem. Let's see. Man, this thing just zips around like nobody's business. Oh man. So these bikes really make me giggle quite a bit, just because they're so, the power to weight ratio is actually really nice. And you see a bike like this and you just assume it to be slow. You think maybe like a Rebel 250, Oh, I never adjusted this little camera. Hello. Yeah, you think probably a Rebel 250 or something like that? Nope. Yep. A Rebel 250 would never do that. Not even close. You can bounce this thing off the rev limiter every day, every single time. The suspension is actually not bad. So should you buy one of these if you're learning how to ride? Listen, a lot of people will tell you get a Sportster personally, and a lot of people that have been in the industry for a long time will tell you that is probably not the best idea. You should probably just go ahead and get a brand new Softail, or maybe something like this. It depends on what you're wanting to do with it. If you really don't know how to ride at all and you're going to teach yourself, something like this is actually perfect. Price point, especially on a used one, it's pretty affordable. So Obviously it's not going to be anything like a Rebel 250 per se, but then again, this is actually a lot, the motor is anyways bigger than a Rebel 250, or the new ones are what, 350. This 6-speed transmission, you can actually with the Sportster you're limited to a 5-speed transmission, which is not really a bad thing, but once you get on the highway, I mean, it really changes the dynamic of how you ride. And the Sportsters are more, you know, in-town bikes more than anything else. Not that you can't go across across the country with them, because I have friends that have done it. Not the most comfortable. This is actually not terrible at all with how the gearing is, and the seating position is actually pretty decent as well. If you compare this to the SREET rod, your legs sit a little higher, and you're bent over, and it's just not very comfortable. And obviously the stock seat on these are they're all right. This one has a Mustang seat, which is actually pretty comfortable. And I mean, I sit a little hard. Look at my feet. You know, with these mids are just incredibly comfortable. I would say trying to throw this around a corner, I keep wanting to overcompensate. This thing has a most likely stage 1 because it has an air cleaner and that slip-on. I mean, get up to 70, like, I mean, it's quick. It's a quick little sucker. I mean, for what it is, a 750, whoo! It really, it has a lot of those VROD characteristics, the way that the motor behaves. It's definitely pretty smooth, and again, you can really abuse this motor. You absolutely can. Whether you think it's a Harley or not, I see a little Harley logo right there. Harley sells it. Hey. Man, I've been hauling asphalt in the little 750. Now, braking, probably not the best. The SREET rod definitely has better braking system. Man, this is a fun bike. It really is. This is, I mean, if you have a Dyna or a Softail, don't expect it to behave anything like it, because it isn't. And it's definitely not as fast as a VROD. The engine size is completely different. The ergonomics are completely different. You should really test ride one of these. And if you really have your motorcycle endorsement, maybe you should test ride this one. Again, it has almost 17,000 miles. That's the most I've ever seen. And surprisingly, especially coming from a motorcycle club member, we thought that this thing was gonna have all kinds of issues, and quite the opposite, actually. We didn't really have to do anything to it other than change fluids. That was about it. It was, I was very surprised. Man, that front end gets so light so quick the second you give it throttle. It's actually very exciting. So what do you think? Is this something that you would even consider? I think if I would buy one, it'd probably be so my wife can learn how to ride, and maybe I would end up changing a couple things, put a little some T-bars, you know, and just start learning how to do wheelies and stuff like that on this thing. Probably the tank, I've always thought these things are hideous. They just don't look good. They just don't, this squatty fat tank. I don't know what to make of it. I really like what Rusty Butcher has done with some of these. I believe he actually has like the SREET rod model. But that little like small peanut tank, man, it looks real good. But man, some Navi tires on this thing, I would take this over a Grom any day. This thing is so light and so much fun. I'm pretty sure it's not even close to as light as a Grom, but this feels real light. Oh, that slip-on just cracks me up, I'll tell you that. Gotta do that every time under a bridge. Anywho, if you want to test ride the SREET 750, call us here at 972-245-1492. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes as well. And come visit us. Come say hi. We'd love to get to meet you and get some free beers and free hot dogs. All the jazz, all the toppings. Toppings? Toppings. Anywho, that is all I got for you guys today. Comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what bike you want to see reviewed. Because when I saw this thing, I didn't even think twice. But hey, maybe this is not a good video. maybe you wanted to see something else. Let me know. Comment below. Give me that thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more Harley-Davidson content. Yeah, that is all I got for you today. So, in the meantime, get on your Harley and get some wind therapy. Later.